We are joined with Brooke Ames and John Carbonneau of the Playwright. Welcome to the Music You're Missing podcast.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks,
Of course. I mean, obviously, I've been working with you all to bring live music to the Playwright. Want to talk about that, but before that, can you just introduce yourself to our listeners and what your role is at the Playwright?
Sure. I am Brooke Ames. I am the social media and marketing manager at the Playwright, so I am creating all the graphics for the live music and doing all things marketing.
My name is John Carbonneau. I'm the general manager over at the Playwright. Pretty standard role. Take care of the operations, staffing, everything there is to it.
You both do a killer job. So obviously, the Playwright recently reopened. It was a coveted venue, and I'll fully admit I wasn't there previously. As I've started to tell people that I now work with the Playwright, it's iconic. It's a staple in Boston. So I'm curious why the redesign? Why did we decide it was time?
So there's a part of our group that likes to, I think Tavern in the Square in general, and the group started out as someone that involved with their neighborhood, Tavern in the Square. There's different taverns in different squares. And the group, just as we branched out into our single-use restaurants or single ones, we saw that South Boston was evolving. And with that, came the need to change and to become something that was definitely larger. The old building was a little bit run down. So you knock that place down and you build up something that can cater to the larger groups of people of the age that are looking for some fun.
How much did we double in size, too?
We're 2.5 times bigger. So
Yeah.
we went from 160 capacity up to, I don't know if I want to say state our full capacity, but it's about 2.5 times.
Yeah.
And it's a large space for sure. Just the way that it's set up, it can definitely accommodate some folks. That's for sure. But this new Playwright, it boasts a really impressive stage. Why was featuring live music such a main goal for this new Playwright?
I think since we've had live music in the past at the old Playwright, it was kind of an ode to like what we have done in the past, but we just wanted to take it to that next level and amplify it. I would say we would always do the country Sundays, and they were a huge hit.
Mm-hmm.
And now just centering around like the live music and now having a stage, we just wanted to add that extra element because the east side of Southie is honestly missing the live music side of things. DJs are always present, but we also wanted to introduce like that element of bringing back country Sundays and having a cover band on Thursday and then our emerging artist night on Wednesday. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, the vision paid off. You have live music 5 days a week.
Yeah.
5 days a week, yeah.
Wednesdays, you kind of hit on it, the emerging artist night. I think that is a fascinating thing that you all are doing, mostly because you are paying artists who maybe have never played out before, and you're giving them not just the opportunity to play, but you're paying them, and it's just really a great thing that you're doing for the Boston music scene. So I'm curious, why do it? There can be risk involved having someone who has never played.
Yeah, so I think part of what we want to do here is not only just give a chance to someone that maybe doesn't have the general platform, but we're looking to find somebody that can emerge from the emerging artists production and turn into somebody that we have either back for a Wednesday set or somebody we move up to our Thursday sets or even to our Sunday sets. And, they can garner a following in South Boston, which, it's still a pretty hip part of the city. So it's not a bad place to kind of start that. So we like to add that as an accent to our Wednesday dinner crowd, which especially during the summers, pop the windows open, get an acoustic guitar up there. It's a pretty good scene. So.
Mm-hmm. And I just think too, like Boston is totally missing the stage for emerging artists. Like we have Berklee, one of the top music schools, and all these people just like are waiting for that start. And we're so excited to be able to give them that start. And like hopefully they do get discovered, whether, like John said, they're playing on our stage on Thursdays or someone else is picking them up from just watching them on social media or something. So yeah, we're excited to give them that opportunity.
And just to prove that you're for the word, John and I had a meeting today about someone who played on a Wednesday and getting him booked for a country Sunday, which obviously Wednesdays is a little less popping because it's the middle of the week. Sunday is a huge opportunity, higher paycheck. So it is true that you are providing those opportunities. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, so cool, so cool.
To go back to paying the artist, I think it was you that kind of really put us on to making sure that we do that. And it's such a small drop in it. I think it just validates the performance for them. It makes them feel like they're not doing any charity work. I think we get a better performance based off of that from them. And, I think it makes it a more genuine transaction. And now we can operate as, a business and a worker and we can actually have, like a work relationship involved as well.
For sure. I had a bar in Cambridge hit me up maybe yesterday. And it was, they BCC'd me. So it wasn't even like for me. It was like for a bunch of people. And they were like, do you know anyone that wants to play Monday? Can't afford to pay them, but I can give them one drink ticket. Not even two, just one.
A drink ticket.
A drink ticket.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we let our artists have a couple, huh?
Oh yeah, I mean, we got a good little stipend for that.
Yeah.
They cash in on it, but mostly with dinner.
So that's the Emerging Artist Wednesdays. I do love the Country Sundays. I think those are so fun. John, I know you're a big fan of the artists that we have in there. Any favorite artists that you've got to work with?
You know, I've missed a lot of them. The last one that I did work was who's Dallas? What was his
Heartland Radio.
Heartland Radio, which was a duo, and they were super chill, and it was Memorial Day weekend, right? So it was a chiller vibe in there than we usually see, and they were fantastic. Dallas actually came back into that solo set for us. Outside of that, we ran a 6-piece in there.
Yeah.
Which is, the stage is a good sized stage for everybody, but 6-piece was pretty large for that, and it had a fiddle and everything. And man, there's some good energy surrounding that, and I think in the summer specifically, we get to key on that sort of post-beach crowd, because South Boston is a beach town, which is wild. But and we can key in on that on Sundays, and then it's a smaller pool of people that are still looking to get after it a little bit and enjoy some dinner and also have that. So I think we key in on it. I mean, you got to be the place that's doing the best thing to key in on that smaller pool.
Right.
So
Stumbling into a fiddle is truly.
It's magical.
So how has South Boston responded though since you've opened? How is the community seeing the new Playwright? How do they dig it?
People are loving it. They're so excited to like see a modernized space as well. I think that accommodates more than, I don't remember what you said, the capacity, 160. Yeah. Like
wow.
It was small. So it's like so nice to be able to accommodate so many more people. And I just think, again, like bringing in that live music element, thanks to you, has totally grasped a totally different audience as well. And that younger crowd.
Yeah.
Especially Friday and Saturday nights.
Yeah, there's a line. There's quite often a line.
3-hour line on Saturday of last
nuts.
week. Yeah, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people are waiting. That means you're doing something right.
Oh yeah.
So Playwright has been open for just about 3 months now. What else do you have in store for the future? Any fun things you can share?
I mean, with us being so fresh and young, and our schedule's been a bit corrupted by the Bruins and the Celtics in the playoffs, so we've had to cancel some of those things. So we're actually looking forward to just getting a straight Wednesday through Sunday, 5-day a week. Kind of seeing our sales trends on that from a business standpoint, but also seeing if there's any tweaks that we can make to it. And we're pretty excited for that. The summer is a little bit slower for us, so I think this is a good thing for us to see if this does bring in some additional business. And then outside of that, we're pretty pumped up for football season. And, get back in the swing of that and get Salty Sunday brunches and Sunday fun days back in order. We could lose that to the beach a little bit, down to the Cape. So we're fired up for September for that reason.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to get to brunch there. That's definitely something I've been trying to do, and I keep being busy, but I got to get to brunch there.
You got to get to brunch.
We got a patio.
We'll all go.
There. We could go.
Yeah.
I'll bring some mics. We'll do podcast 2.0.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a terrible idea.
No, and honestly, though, the food too, I actually do want to say is great. And I'm gonna fully be honest here. I remember going in there for the first time to eat, and I was like, oh, it's probably just bar food. It's not. It is actually really, the menu is exactly what I want when I go to a bar. I don't want to have to buy bar food. I want like that kind of elevated meal, and genuinely do offer that, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I almost, and correct me if I'm wrong, would classify it as like upscale bar food.
Yeah.
Like it's all your classic favorites, but like elevated.
Classifying as elevated American. So I mean, there's cheeseburger sliders, but they're Wagyu beef.
Yep.
So
Yep.
There's the meatball sliders, but they come on a Hawaiian fresh roll, which is the sweetest, the Hawaiian sweet roll, which is like, maybe that's something you can get in Market Basket, but it's
a killer combo.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Can't sleep on the Hawaiian roll.
All right, well, Brooke and John, thank you so much for sharing more about the Playwright. I like kind of want to go there right now. But I wrap up every interview with this question, regardless of the career. I know we've been talking about the Playwright. We've been talking about your roles at the Playwright. Beyond that, what's some personal goals you got that you want to accomplish in the near future?
I am hoping to move back to Boston. Don't don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but I think I have something going for July. So super excited about that. And then, I mean, kind of career related, but just further developing my photography skills, videography, getting into that a little bit more.
Sick. Congrats on the move.
Thank you.
I'm in the same boat. I'm looking to move in with my girlfriend for the first time in September, so we're fired up.
Nice.
Quite excited there. Outside of that, the restaurants, we're going to be opening some more restaurants, so there's definitely more opportunity there. But personal life, I am commissioning a 12-man startup dynasty fantasy football league that's taking a little bit of my time, but we're really, really looking forward.
That's why you're excited for the football season to come.
Yeah.
It is mostly fantasy.
All right. Well, I love it. Thank you so much for your time. I will see you at the Playwright.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Brennan.